according to the environment. We're not changing the genetic code. This is nothing like that. This is doing what everything does all the time. You know, people say to us, oh, transformations, it's changing my genes. Whatever you're putting on your skin is changing your genes. It's just not targeting the youth genes. You see, it's happening all the time. And with products that aren't good for you, it's happening in a negative way. So transformations is resetting the genes to youth. We're not holding moisture in. We're telling your skin, make more moist skin, okay? So I'll just show you something that, in terms of the uniqueness of Vitality ingredients, there's 3 ingredients. The Sporticeps mushroom mycelia, CS4. And the mycelia of the mushroom is down below. It's in the ground with little roots. It's not the head of the mushroom. It's called the fruiting body. We have the strain, so it's actually even more pure than harvesting mushrooms because that can vary based on the environment. New Skin has exclusive rights to this CS4 strain, which is the closest strain to the ancient strain used in China, which is the most prized of all medicinal mushrooms in China. New Skin has exclusive rights outside of China to use that strain. Okay, so this is not when someone says to you, oh, I take cordyceps, you don't take this cordyceps. The pomegranate fruit extract, it's patented, it's proprietary to New Skin, the extraction process, and everything they do, they've picked the active ingredients in these compounds to reverse the expression of the mitochondrial genes to youth. You understand that? Nobody else can even tell you what to use out of pomegranate. So if someone says, I'm taking a pomegranate extract, it's not relevant to resetting the youth gene clusters because they pick the compounds in the extracts based on experimental testing, okay? And then we have our own patented, proprietary, unique, biologically active ginseng. That means it works to activate the right youth gene clusters in mitochondria. There are many, many, many ginsengs out there. There's even companies that sell ginseng root. They extract some ingredients, they sell it to one person, and they sell the root to someone else. It's already been extracted. Very few companies know what they're getting. It just says ginseng and it looks like it. They don't know which actives to purify. Most of them don't have the biochemical capacity to even concentrate the right active ingredients because there's 1,000 more compounds to start with. You have to concentrate down the ones you want that work. And you're guaranteed every capsule you get, whether it's LifePak Nano or Vitality, has the same standardized amount of actives every time. Most companies don't have the scientific power or money or equipment to guarantee you that. And Vitality is all made in Utah. We bring in the ingredients, it's all tested there, and it's all kept in Utah. On top of that, the blend, the Vitality blend, the mixture, the recipe is patented pending. So the example Joe Chang gives is if I have all the ingredients to make a cake, and I give 5 people in the room the ingredients, we'll get 5 different cakes. It's not just the ingredients, but it's the recipe, it's how you mix them. And Nu Skin has patented how they mix them, and they mix them based on how they affect the mitochondrial youth gene clusters. So not only can't someone copy it, they don't know how to. You understand that? It takes at least 30 years of research to know how to mix these 3 ingredients to reset the genes of the mitochondria. And it's called gene modulation experiments. You add an ingredient, you see what happens to the genes. But you have to know which genes.
Even if they do, we have 15 years of patents to prevent it from duplicating it anyway.
Even if they got the information,
figure it out.
right?
If they do it.
It's all patented. Exactly. Only Nu Skin can do this. That's the Vitality. And I'm going to show you one other reason why you need to act on this. This man named Ken Dykewald, he's a PhD, he's a demographer, he does other things too. He spoke at Nu Skin Convention, I think, a few years ago. His quote is, the longevity revolution, which we're in the middle of right now, will have a greater impact on our lives than either the industrial or the technology revolution. And he calls it age wave, this wave of what we're moving into. with absolute certainty, this boomer generation is now into age wave. Unprecedented demographic shifts. So these charts are change in population growth, okay? 1950 to 1960, the baby boomers are born, boom, there's a 37% change in population in this group. There's 15 to 24-year-olds, 25. See, in those years, we actually declined in the number of people 25 to 34, and it goes on from there. You track this through time, 1960 to 1970. There's nothing like this wave of baby boomers moving through time, and they've dominated the market. You have other groups still dropping, and these are still significantly less. 1980 to 90, 90 to 2000, still way up there, almost 50%. 46% increase now in the 55 to 64-year-olds from now 10 years back. But now watch what happens. From 2000 to 2020, 55 to 64-year-olds, 73% up. 65 plus, 54% up. This will never happen again on this planet. All these people need vitality, need LifePak Nano, need transformations. In 1 year, we're releasing our first, it's called Health Span. Joe Chang says we're not just extending our lives, but we want to be healthy through all that time. The first Health Span extending supplement. 10 years into the future, there's already a pipeline of products. So I hope this helped you understand that only we can do this. Epigenetics means what we're doing can be done, and we're the only ones that can identify youth genes, target them, and reset them to youth, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.
I just want to make sure you are clear. We are the only ones who know what the genes are, right? So there's a lot of supplement companies out there, there's a lot of MLMs, there's a lot of standard corporations out there, like pushing supplements and juices. There's a ton of juice companies. They cannot do anything close to what we're doing, because even if they might feel a little better right now, they are not resetting their genes back to youth. So 10 years from now, we're all going to be younger than we are today. They're not. Okay, I mean, it's the same analogy like with, like you put moisturizer on your face. The signs of aging, okay, maybe it looks like it's a little less wrinkly because you put some moisturizer on, but they're not actually changing the skin, so it's going back to a younger skin, so that you're telling your skin, make less wrinkles, change your pore size to smaller, reduce the age spots. It's not doing any of those things. Same thing with what Vitality is doing on the internal. This is the tip of the iceberg, you guys. This is the first of a huge pipeline. And by the time they get to the point where they can actually act upon this 15 years from now, we are going to be so far beyond where they're going to be, and where we are today, 15 years from now. Can you imagine where we're going to be 15 years from now? That's why the time is now. We have to get everybody involved, because this is massive.
Also, because that mixture is so precisely chosen, you don't want to take Cordymax with your Vitality. Okay, you want to just take Vitality, because you do not want to upset the balance, because there's that same cordyceps is in there. So that's just an aside, but that will help the Vitality work even better.
All right.